We've known each other for about 20 years now?
Yeah.
Close to 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about the moment where you decided that you weren't just painting scenes anymore, that you were saying something. I think I know what series it was, but...
Well, that was the Family Tree series that I wanted to express myself, and I needed to have a voice, but talking doesn't really do it for me. So I went with my artwork, and all of a sudden, you do this series, and next thing you know, I became an actual artist. And, I was having fun with the process of creating a narrative with nature and landscapes while still getting my point across about different issues I was going through.
That was the thing. The first 10 years, you were figuring out how to be a painter.
Right.
And then you figured out, well, I'm not just going to paint these excellent paintings. You just became a master pastoral landscape, cityscape painter. Mm-hmm. But then that one day with the family tree, I remember looking at that painting and I was like, why is this called the family tree?
Right, right.
And you were like, this is that person in my life, this is that person in my life, this is that person, this is me standing this way, that's because that's my relationship to them. And all of a sudden, when you turned a landscape into expressing your life, that's when we got to the next chapter. Gallerists are just all about that sweet, sweet green. Oh, that green, baby.
Okay. Calm down.
And they just want you to paint what sells.
Right.
They don't care about what doesn't sell. And I always cared about what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because I knew that it would always be a better painting. But the fact that you always came to me or us first and be like, I want to try this figurative work. And then respond so well. And then take that down to the within.
Yeah.
Which was all about a light within and being resilient and powerful and combining your cityscapes with figurative work.
Yep.
Which then led you to the object work that you're doing now.
Oh, yes, my drink series. That's probably to date, my favorite series, just because I can take things, I have a little girl now, I have Poppy. And I can take things from my life, my childhood, her childhood, our relationship, our family, my wife, and include it into a glass, which kind of represents life as far as, the liquid might be half full or half empty, whichever one you think. Sometimes it's really low, and I'll put objects in there, and sometimes I'll float them around, and I have more control with the objects than I do with landscapes or cityscapes or even people, for that matter.
I'm also blown away. This new series that you're doing with the crumpled paper. Now, let's talk about how that, because once again, this guy's involved.
I don't know
how you don't remember?
What, the crumpled paper?
No, the box of Superman comic books.
Oh, no, I remember. You gave me a whole box of Superman comic books.
That I was so mad when I sent them all my Superman comic books, and I'm waiting for the biggest thank you in the world.
I know.
And this guy's just like, what am I going to do with all these comic books?
Yeah, I figured I need to use this somehow
for good,
in my
just
artwork.
Like Superman.
Yeah, use it for good. Be a do-gooder and create some good, decent or great artwork from them. So I would scan the comic books in and crumple them up and set them on a column and create narratives based on that. And sometimes the narrative, depending on the scene from the comic book, would, have something to do with whatever I'm going through.
The fact that you're going, I'm going to take this thing that for me and my daughter, and I'm not going to destroy these comic books, but I'm going to scan them, I'm going to
Yeah.
crumple up, and I'm going to crumple them in a way just so I like it. So we're talking about 20 years, and this is one of your newest ones.
Right.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to jump off from the drink series and kind of branch out and see what else I can do with some of the comic books you gave me, some of the printouts that I have from old advertisements from the 40s and 50s that, my wife and I, we kind of enjoyed that time of golden age of illustration and advertisement, and want to create something that was iconic on a pedestal, that was also a little bit distorted. And I came across this artist, Daniel Adele, who had done a series of bed sheets that kind of flowed like the waves of the water. But I didn't want to do exactly that, and I already had started working with crumpled up pieces of paper inside of glasses. So I said, let me just take them out and see what I can come up with. And I just really like the distortion and the narrative that it can also play with having type and words in there.
When you're painting,
Yeah.
how does it make you feel?
When I sit back and actually think about it, it's without being too full of myself, it's pretty impressive. As far as like, I can take this image that I've taken a picture of, or I can see it and translate it onto a panel just by using colors and pigments. And at the same time, it just makes me feel like another guy. Because I go inside the house and I'm the one that has to take the trash out. So I'm just a regular guy. I just happen to have a talent that a lot of people don't have.
I sang at your wedding. Like,
Right.
I feel like you are family. Like, you're my bro. And so when I show you work and you do something new, or you try something new, and it just people see what I saw, it's just, that's the best. To see you grow has been a big pleasure. And I mean, every time we could show your works, hustle, put your artwork on my record, like anywhere we could show it. And so that's been the greatest thing for me, is just to be a part of someone who just never stop. You would just outwork everyone.
You ready?
I think so.
All right.
Oh my God. And you found this image.
Yeah.
I just see, can I say that what this is about?
Sure.
This I see Evelyn immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. This is amazing.